Welcome back, boxing fans. If you felt that Keyshawn Davis and his brother, younger brother, crossed the boundaries when they draped up and physically assaulted Albright after he beat their brother, I can understand that. Obviously, sports, this is not the first or last time this kind of thing will happen. But it's a bad look for a man that calls himself the businessman. This is definitely bad business, especially after missing weigh-in for your world title fight and having the fight canceled. This is just the cherry on the top. Anyone that's looking for a way or a reason to downplay, dismiss, or shit on Keyshawn Davis, this is just giving them more ammunition to do exactly that. And that's exactly, of course, what some people are doing. I just watched a video now talking about this is why I'm not a fan of his. The irony is, this guy's not a fan of Keyshawn Davis because he draped up and headbutted Albright. Even though obviously there's some bad blood between them because they fought prior as well. So you can understand that there's backstory to this as well. But this same individual didn't care that Floyd Mayweather beat up his baby's mama in front of the kids. That's okay. It's okay to physically assault the mother of your children in front of your children. Defend it and act like he shouldn't have got arrested and thrown in jail for it, that it was all racism and not reality, right? Or it was okay when Devin Haney and his boys just attacked and physically assaulted a carny at a carnival. That was okay. This is just a random person that works there. But it's cool if you assault him. And we know, people love Devin Haney. But like, it's okay that he assaulted just a random person, not a boxer who actually could defend themselves with a whole team of boxers around them. No. A random dude. Or this guy didn't have anything to say about Shakur Stevenson and his boys jumping a dude in the parking lot with two girls, right? Just because they were jealous that this guy was with the two girls and the girls weren't interested in them. But that was okay. That's cool. That's not an issue. I don't need to talk about that. I don't need to not be fans of these boxers because of these kind of things. Or Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder did almost an exact same situation, not in the change room post-fight, but literally in the lobby of the hotel post-fight in front of the boxer's children, right? It's bad enough you are such a poor sport that you're like draping up a dude and assaulting him after the fight, but to do it in front of his wife and children, right? Where the man who's supposed to protect them is now being assaulted. They feel more vulnerable. Who knows how this could spin out and how much worse it could have been. But like that, these situations I give you, these are okay. That's not an issue. But Keyshawn draping up and headbutting Albright, I mean, we're big boys. The fact that Albright and them are suing, I mean, for me, that's weak sauce. Because everybody's been in a scuffle, and which of us has ever fucking sued somebody because of it? Literally, I don't know anybody that sued a motherfucker when they got in a fight. Nobody. Never saw it. I'm not saying it don't happen, but I don't know any examples within my group of friends and acquaintances that this has ever happened. That's just me, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, wait, no, sorry. I remember a bouncer suing a buddy of mine, his friend, Carl Folks, a great track athlete from Canada. Okay, so that happened. But of course, that was a bouncer. Not a random person. A person working in a bar who actually started the shit, because we know how bouncers roll. Those dudes are fucking power hungry, dumbass motherfuckers that think that they fucking are cops without badges. So he initiated that and got his serving back to him and then acted like a bitch afterwards, right? As if he didn't instigate the situation. Of course he did. He fucking totally started it and he got what he deserved. Tough for him. But as far as this Albright situation, I prefer that Keyshawn and Albright just do it again. their first fight left something missing because of the result. Obviously, it was a competitive, close fight. Keyshawn won, but he didn't get the victory because marijuana in his system, as if that fucking means anything. So they probably should have done it again anyway. But now that this situation has happened, obviously their brother got beat, which didn't come as a surprise to me. I predicted Albright was going to beat his brother, so it is what it is. Not all family are made equal. So I did not think the older brother had it in him to actually fight at this level, and I was proven correct. We'll see how he bounces back after his first loss. As far as Keyshawn and his brother, you can understand people being the way they were. I'm not making excuses for it because the behavior is bad business, right, for the businessman. But you feel you're frustrated, you can't do anything, you can't get in the ring, you want to help your brother, you want to do something because obviously you're brothers, but there's nothing you can do. It's a sporting event. So this frustration obviously came through in this type of situation, which is unfortunate because out of all of this boxing this weekend, this is what people are going to fucking mostly gear towards and fanboy for, which is unfortunate because there's a lot of great things. Albright winning, everybody else they won, Abdullah Mason putting himself in line to become the WBO champion, right? There's a lot of good stories, not just the negative. But unfortunately on this YouTube boxing community, people love the negative. They love the negative because they can spin that shit into money in their pocket. If they didn't have any drama, then they couldn't make videos perpetuating this drama that they consistently perpetuate. For me, I'm excited. We still got big fights coming up this weekend. This is the last I'll talk about this because, the only negative is possibly it's going to stop me from getting to see Keyshawn Davis fight. And that's disappointing because obviously I think he's a great fighter and I want to see him fight more, not less. But let me know in the comment section below, how big of a deal do you think this is? From 1 being, fuck, who gives a shit, to 10 being, sue that guy, throw his ass in jail, fine him, book him. Where do you fall on this spectrum? I fall in probably around 5, right? Obviously it's something that needs to be addressed, but it ain't that fucking heavy.